Hello everyone, this is Srivalika and I'm here to discuss about the isolation of plant genomic DNA by CTAB method. The aim of this experiment is to isolate the genomic DNA from plant cells by CTAB method. Here, CTAB stands for cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. DNA in plant cells is found in the nucleus, mitochondria and chloroplast. The materials required for this experiment are green leaves, vials, tissue grinder, ammonium acetate, incubator, centrifuge, TA buffer, isoamyl alcohol, and isopropanol. In order to perform this experiment, we need to prepare the CTAB buffer. To prepare 100 ml of CTAB buffer, we need to add 1 gram of CTAB powder, 10 ml of 1M tris pH8, 4 ml of 0.5M EDTA, 28 ml of 5M NaCl and 40 ml of distilled water. Then we need to adjust to pH 5 with HCl and make up to 100 ml with distilled water. The principle of this experiment is the cell is disrupted physically or chemically to get a fluid containing all the cell components including DNA. During cell lysis, different chemicals and reagents are used to break down different cell components. Examples: lipids are broken down by detergents and surfactants. Proteins are broken down by protease and RNA is broken down by using RNase. Then lysate is treated with concentrated salt solution to make the broken component clump together and leave DNA freely floating in the solution. This solution is centrifuged to separate the clump debris from DNA. At last, DNA precipitation is done by adding ice cold alcohol plus a salt to increase the ionic strength, which increases the precipitation process. A pellet of DNA is obtained upon centrifugation of this solution. Supernatant is discarded except for the DNA pellet, which remains stuck to the walls of the Eppendorf. Pellet is then suspended either in slightly alkaline solution, mostly TA buffer, or ultra pure water for subsequent DNA experimentation. Here, first the sample preparation is done. After that, it will perform cell lysis. After that, the protein removal takes place. Then DNA precipitation. Then DNA rehydration. After that, DNA purification takes place, and again sample preparation followed by DNA binding, then wash and DNA elution. Coming to the procedure of this experiment, first we need to collect the fresh young green leaves and clean with sterile distilled water. Then we need to weigh an amount of 25 mg and collect into a vial. Here you can see the fresh young green leaves which has undergone to the tissue grinder. Then grind the material with the help of tissue grinder in 400 ml of CTAB buffer under cool conditions. Incubate the vial at 60 degrees for 30 minutes, occasionally mixing with gentle swirling. Centrifuge at 15,000 rpm for 5 minutes and collect the supernatant into a clean tube. Now add equal volume of chloroform, isoamyl alcohol and mix in 24:1 ratio and add 50 ml of ammonium acetate to it. Invert the tube for 5 times and centrifuge at 15,000 rpm for 5 minutes. Collect the upper aqueous layer into a clean tube without disturbing the interface layer. Here you can see the upper aqueous layer and the organic layer below that. We need to color the upper aqueous layer in this experiment. Now, reprecipitate the DNA by using double the quantity of chilled ethanol or isopropanol. Centrifuge the content to precipitate the DNA. Discard the supernatant and air dry the pellet. Now add 50 ml of TE buffer and vortex to mix the content in the buffer. Dilute the DNA 1000 times in TE buffer and quantify by taking the OD at 260 nanometer with the help of spectrophotometer. Take the readings at 260 nanometer by 280 nanometer ratio as an indicator of DNA purity. Observe the purified DNA on 1% agarose gel after staining with ethidium bromide. As a result, we can observe the isolated DNA on 1% agarose gel. Gel purification allows you to isolate and purify DNA fragments based on the size as shown in this picture. The procedure starts with standard agarose gel electrophoresis, which separates DNA by their length in base pairs. Following electrophoresis, you can cut DNA bands out of the agarose gel and purify the DNA samples. This is a commonly used technique for molecular cloning such as PCR or restriction enzyme based cloning. A couple simple ways to increase the resolution of your DNA bands include running the gel at lower voltage for a longer period of time and by using a wide gel comb and loading less DNA in the well. If you have similarly sized bands that are running too close together, you can adjust the gel percentage to get better separation. A higher percentage agarose gel will help resolve smaller bands from each other and a lower percentage gel will help separate larger bands. For each sample you want to load on a gel, make 10% more volume than needed because several microliters can be lost in pipetting. For example, if you want to load 1.0 μg in 10 ml, make 1.1 μg in 11 ml. A common step in cloning experiments is the purification of DNA fragments prior to the ligation. Often, both the insert and vector DNA fragments will be derived from restriction endonuclease digest and thus will be mixed with enzymes, salts and possibly other DNA fragments that may inhibit the ensuing ligation reaction. A simple solution to this problem is to purify the DNA fragments of interest. This often involves agarose gel electrophoresis to separate mixtures of DNA fragments, followed by extraction of DNA fragment of interest from the gel. The importance of this step is obvious from the fact that every vendor of molecular biology products produces a gel extraction kit. Most of these kits utilize a chatropic agent such as sodium iodide to destabilize the agarose gel. The DNA is subsequently bound to a substrate and washed to remove impurities prior to elution of the DNA from the substrate. Other methods include hot phenol extraction of DNA from the gel. The use of phenol is best avoided if possible because of safety and waste disposal concerns. Presented here are two alternative techniques that avoid these concerns, do not require the purchase of specialized kit, and are simple to perform. Thank you everyone. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section below.